In my experience, societies are formed by two major groups. One honors the status quo, follow the rules, and protect traditions. The other is more curious, ready to bend the rules, masters in flipping orthodoxies. If you're lucky, you'll be living in a society where you're able to choose the way you want to live your own life. But what if things were more strict? What if there's a lot of rules and restrictions that prevents you from being yourself? You lose. More importantly, the society loses the benefit of your contribution. Let me explain. Take a moment and think about a word or two that best describe who you truly are. Now, take those words and imagine that tomorrow morning, those qualities that defines who you truly are, be it a doctor, a human being, a gay person, or an activist, or whatever, those qualities tomorrow morning will be illegal, rejected by societies, by your family, even by your friends. What would you do? How would you react? Would you hide? Would you fight? Or would you conform? Although many of you may never have to make this decision, it is a reality for millions around the world. It was a reality for me. Now, I'm not an expert in the psychological effect of the oppression on the person's identity. I'm just a person who believes that we learn from our own experiences. I believe that we never stop growing and shaping who we truly are, no matter how hard life can be. I'm just a person who wants to share his story. I'm Syrian, I'm gay, and I'm HIV positive. I'm also determined, curious, passionate, caring, keen learner, with a hint of perfectionism and a whole lot of geekiness. All those qualities are overshadowed by the first two or three. You see, being gay in Syria is illegal. While living there, I had to find a way to be myself while being safe and while keeping my friends and family safe too. Because being gay in Syria will not only affect you, it will affect everyone that surrounds you. On top of that, there was bombing, assassination, and death around every corner. It was an adventure just to go from home to work. So I moved to Egypt. In the beginning, life was amazing. But after being discriminated against because of my HIV diagnosis, life became really harsh. As I reflect today, I realize how societies dictates who and what we should be. It amazes me how easily people conform to rules, even when those rules are void of progress and logic. And it's surprising what societies will do to protect those rules, even when those rules are leading to harsh judgments, conflict, and sometimes even civil wars, like what's happening now in Syria. History has proven that humanity cannot seem to agree on anything. We start fights and debates over who's right and who's wrong all the time. And we hold on orthodoxies that may harm others along the way. But what if we changed our thinking? What if society is concentrated more on who we are rather than what we are? For example, if you asked me how my experiences would have shaped my personality if I was still living in Syria or Egypt, I would have said secretive, protective, cautious, sometimes even paranoid. It's not easy to live under surveillance. I'm not going to go into details in the moment, but believe me, it's not a life that you wish upon anyone. Yet I'm very grateful to my ancestors, my family, and my friends that always supported me and helped me pass depression, sickness, and they always reminded me that there's always tomorrow, and there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. And it's through the generosity of complete strangers and my Canadian Rainbow Railroad friends that I was able to reach the light. And here I am now in Canada, a place where I'm able to be myself, a place where I'm able to choose the future that I want, a place where I'm able to walk next to a prime minister in Pride Parade, or get approached by TEDxToronto and speak out and share my thoughts. Now, all those experiences are overwhelming, and they are so different from anything that I previously experienced. And to be honest, I couldn't shake the feeling of loneliness, and I couldn't ignore my friends that are still fighting back there. And that's why I'm here today. I'm embracing my new freedom into channeling all my experiences into helping others that are still fighting to be who they want to be. And that leads me to this one message. If you're fighting and you're still being held from being who you are, try to keep on fighting. Not violently, but fight in a manner that will keep you safe. And if you're done fighting and you're at ease with how things are in your life, help others that are still fighting, because it will mean a lot for a person that cannot see the light at the end of the tunnel, and it will also ensure the society evolve into helping and benefiting from who we truly are. Thank you.